Radio. Shout it.
Hot 1079, it's your boy B Hot Radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got fam in this thing. I'm talking about Imani the Maid Woman, Turk the original hot boy, Johnny Cabell. What's good with it, fam?
What's up, B Hot?
Man, over here feeling good, feeling great. Now, first of all, last time I talked to Turk, he was making his way down here to the A-Town. So, I mean, talk to me about this A-Town living, Turk.
Down here for a minute.
Man, you know, man, Johnny have been trying to get me down here. You know, I've been in and out. And man, me and Imani finally made our mind up. You know, in the pandemic though, it was crazy, man. You know, man, I messed around and made $600,000 in the pandemic, man, selling them books. You know, and that kind of like that sealed the deal. Like, hey, babe, look, let's roll. You know what I'm saying? And we went virtual shopping, virtual reality shopping on the line. We didn't even look at the house till we got here. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't
we
see it
just
till
ready
we
to roll.
got here.
Man, what was going through your mind when y'all bought that house online and you ain't seen it first?
I was so ready. You see what I'm saying? I didn't give a damn. It looked good to me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. We'll figure it out when we get there. You know, I was just so ready to move. So, you know, it looked good.
Yeah, we were ready,
it was brand new. Now, if it was an old house, I would have had to wait. But it was just, the house was just built, in June?
Yeah, it was brand new.
Yeah.
Brand spanking
The house
new.
was built in 6 months, and we moved in that motherfucker 6 months later.
My God. Now, Turk, $600,000 off of the Autothugography, man.
20,000, man, $30 a wop, man. Do the ad. $1 million mathematics. I be trying to teach people financial literacy. Like, a lot of people be like $1 million and they'll look at it and they won't break it down.
Yeah.
So it'll be hard for them to get it. But if you break $1 million down in small portions, it's easy to get.
Yeah.
So instead of you focusing on the big thing, you just focus on getting rid of the 20,000 units. You know what I'm saying? Once I did that, I said I'm gonna make $1 million. Next, I'm sell 40,000.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Now, the last time I saw you face to face, you had Imani the Maid Woman with you, but she didn't say much, you know.
Yeah, she's saying
I
nah,
can share now.
Exactly.
Been out to share, but it wasn't about me. You
I
feel
feel
me?
She
you.
just played her part, played her role, you know.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram scrolling down trying to figure out what was going on in the A for All-Star Weekend, and then I see Imani going crazy in the club to the point where Turk was like, wait a minute, you over here tearing this thing all the way up.
She done took over.
Talk to me about this new banger, Bitch You Cap.
Man, listen, Bitch You Cap, it's like, it's undeniable. I haven't got a bad review about this song yet. And it just so happened to come about. We was in the studio actually working on another song. And I don't remember if it was me or somebody said, Bitch You Cap, between me and Turk. And Turk was like, wait a minute. And you know, we just turned into a song and shit, the rest is history.
Yeah.
So, Imani, first of all, you jamming with an original hot boy in this thing. Okay,
Period.
so I
And
know
the
the level
original
in the
hot
bar.
girl.
And come on now.
Hey, I'm just saying,
Imani, talk to me about what is it like having this guy right here to ride with you through it that already knows the ins and outs of the industry, though.
You know what? It's perfect. I ain't gonna say. You know, we have our things because we still in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, so we still got that. But as far as working together, our vision. We share a vision.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And we see that none people ain't straight. You know, it's up to us. Our success is our responsibility at the end of the day.
Okay.
We both know that, and we can work together. When it comes time to take care of the business and get to the money, everything else is to the side.
Facts.
You feel me? So I wouldn't have it no other way.
Speaking of getting to the money, I knew that you was getting to the money when I saw Johnny Cabell walk in.
Period.
And you know Johnny all about the money, man. Hey,
Talk to me, Johnny.
ain't moving unless the money move. I'm gonna let y'all know that, man.
Facts.
If y'all only knew how long we've been trying to work, Turk been trying to persuade this man, look, money is it. She got it.
Yeah.
Johnny wasn't trying to hit it, period.
My God.
But he is
She
now.
had to come with that record.
I heard that record, I was like, we got some.
Ooh.
And then it's like everything just fell in place. Like Turk was saying, they moved to Atlanta, and it put everything in position where, like, he here, so we able to really communicate, get with each other. And so, you know, we just had a day that we had got together like men, and, you know, we talked and we just made it official. And I always been a supportive and been behind Turk and shit, been a fan too as well. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even when Turk got out, you know, like, I helped got some money, you know what I'm saying, got him on the road some and everything, but we always stayed, you know what I'm saying, in contact with each other and everything. But now it's like everything just made sense.
Yeah.
And when I heard the song and I just seen what he was doing, I'm like, you know what, man, it's time for me to really come on in and put that Johnny Cabell stamp. You
Come
know what
on
I'm saying?
now.
Put
Come
that
on.
ATL stamp.
Come on
You know
now.
what I'm saying? So, you know, I decided to come in and team up with Turk and help, you know, bring this project to life. And now we, like, I'm going to be honest with you, like, we doing paid shows. I got to get paid shows already.
Seriously.
That's, you know how I get down, Beehive. You know how I get down. So, you know, we about to get ready to officially release the single and the video on the 12th and everything. And we about to get in the lab and put this project together. And I feel good about it. Like, I don't like taking on projects or just doing stuff just because I know this person, but I gotta really believe in it myself.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of time and effort to go into it. So when I heard everything and I see what we're doing, I like, oh, he's staying persistent. And even though, you know what I'm saying, we like, you know, we have our ups and downs and you know what I'm saying, doing big, like Turk just stays so real. He ain't never like, but man, that nigga try, he was just like, I'm gonna just wait till, you know, the timing is right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
the timing is right.
You know what I'm saying? The time is definitely right. So I feel real good about it. And I like, you know what I'm saying, the situation. And I really feel in my heart that Imani is one of the next ones that's up. You know what I'm saying? I like the attitude, the personality. She just as real as he is.
Thanks.
And it ain't no cap. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I like working with people that is genuinely real, you know, and everything. And I know the loyalty gonna be there. So I'm not even worrying about that. So, you know, I'm just coming in doing what I do, you know, ready to take this thing to the next level and, you know, put my expertise behind it.
And we got the show, man,
Yeah.
Friday at Club Fusion.
Yeah, Fusion,
You know?
yeah.
So now, Turk, can you talk about you and Imani? How did y'all link up and how did y'all even meet to begin with?
Man, you know what, man? I've been saying how we met, how we did this, how we did that. I'm gonna let her say it, man. You know what I'm
Get in
saying?
here.
I rather her say it and then I just pick it back off her because it's Imani time. It made woman time. You feel me?
Let's go.
Okay, so how me and Turk met, it's so crazy. Like, I ain't meet him at the club. I wasn't backstage, none of that old, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually met him. He came to my door with a mutual friend at the time of ours. You know, they were friends and we was friends. It wasn't no, you know, relationship type stuff. Everybody was just cool.
Yeah.
But Turk ended up really liking me. And I couldn't get rid of him. I'm trying to tell you, from day one, he never left.
Yeah.
You see, from the day I met him, the friend was going over one of his girlfriends, I guess at the same house, and Turk was like, I can just chill here with her. And you know me, I'm like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking too much about it, but I kind of liked them as far as friends, because we weren't even trying to be in a relationship at the time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was thugging hard then. Hard.
And I was thugging hard,
Hey, you know,
too.
but you know what? I'm going to tell you, like, what really made me really, like, want to rock with her, she had a gun. I'll just be real. I'll be real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, then.
You did had a gun. That's what. I ain't never had a female.
I
But
said
you
she
didn't
was
tell me
gangster
that.
too. I said
You
that the
told
other
me you
day.
thought I was cute.
You was cute with a gun, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. You know, you don't see too many. And then she had a big gun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang. You know, and that just, and then she was staying by herself. You know what I'm saying? She was independent. You know, and then, you know, I was going through my situation at home in New Orleans, but it was like, man, she accepted flaws and all. A lot of people probably think she just was with me and she stood down with me when I went to jail because I had this and had that.
Yeah.
I was strictly drugging and thugging hard, but she didn't know.
What?
She didn't really know, you know what I'm saying?
I
She
knew.
probably knew,
I
but she
found
didn't know,
out.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Cause I used to go in her
Lord.
bathroom and stuff and be in there more like an hour. When she'll be waiting on me, I come out, it going down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but man, you know, it was just, she was pretty and she was thugging, man. So I just fell in love with that, and I'm in love with that right now because she the same way, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Money. When you realized that Turk had all this extra stuff going on, what was going through your mind at that time? And then how deep was y'all in the game as far as being in love when you found out what was going on?
We had just met. We hadn't known each other, what, Probably a month.
Yeah, I was.
When I found out,
our
probably
relationship-
less than that.
You know, 2 months together. We were 2 months, and I caught the case.
Yeah.
So it just was going fast, but it was chemistry. Like, man,
It was just
we
the
went
guy
through so
was
much.
in control of
Man,
it.
tell
He
me
had
all-
to.
we went through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like we hadn't been together more than 2 months, but we went through a lot of stuff in those 2 months.
Yeah.
A lot.
I knew something was going on because he didn't tell me he was on drugs at the time. But if you ain't blind, you can see if somebody with you all day and you see their actions. And he would be, you know, ducking out and be in the bathroom, taking a shower for about 3-4 hours.
Just had the water running.
I'm like, what the, what's
had a
going
water
on? So how I found out. Now he did tell me that he used to do drugs.
Yeah.
But he still was doing them. I found out by watching his actions, and then one time he wasn't there, and I was at the house, and I was snooping. I was like, let me see what he got going on.
Yeah.
So some told me to pick up this shoe.
My Timberland boot.
You don't mind me telling this part.
Man, everything.
So I
garbage.
picked up the shoe, and I saw that the sole was the
Loose.
shoe. So I put it on out, and it was just straight paraphernalia.
Ooh.
The needle and the spoon.
My God.
And I was like, oh my Lord.
She was in too
I
deep.
was
didn't
like,
she?
what? I was into, but I ain't no judging person.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I understand, like, people go through stuff, they get in situations. His actions towards me was good, so I ain't want to judge him, but at this point now I want to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happened. You know, we started praying and reading the Bible, and lo and behold, the door got kicked in. Partner got shot up 52 times by the police. He went to jail. In jail, we couldn't look at it as though, because I ain't had no business being in there.
Yeah.
But looking at it in a spiritual level, they had business being in there.
Yeah.
Because him going to jail is what got him clean now. How many years?
Since
A long time.
04.
Like, yeah. You
Okay,
know, like
I got
13
two
years.
questions. Being clean all that time, how you feel now, Turk, just being able to be
you know,
clean for so damn long?
I don't have no urge. I don't have no taste. Like I never mess with heroin and cocaine.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Yeah.
You know, before it had happened, bro, I had OD and she bought me some ice. You know, I had to put the ice on my nuts. I had to revive myself.
Yeah.
Can you say nuts?
She don't
Say
like
what
me
you-
to say this. Cut it out if you have to.
Okay,
You
I
know.
don't know if you can
But
cuss
you
or
know,
what.
You say what you feel.
so I'm like, I wasn't gonna do it no more, right? So the next morning, I did it again while she was at work, cause she used to work at the Civil Rights Museum in Memphis. So I did it again, and I'm going out. You know, I had to go shoot salt and shit. I had to go shoot, cause there's different little remedies you got to do when you ODing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just God, you were with me, and when she came home, bro, me and her got on our knees and we prayed.
Yeah.
And I was like, only way I'm gonna stop doing heroin and cocaine if it like threatening.
Yeah.
That was my prayer.
Yeah.
3 days later, man, I promise you, I'm thinking that see, I had gotten a situation that I ain't even gonna bring up because I don't want to give a nigga no kind of recognition.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it was the situation that I had got in, so
Kicking
I'm
in the
thinking
door.
that's who was coming in the door. So I'm protecting me and her.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm thinking it's that situation. But all the while, it was that situation, but that situation had turned snitch on me. Sent the
Damn.
police because they was in fear for their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they sent the police in my house. I just see an all black. I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, we didn't know
You
it
know,
was the
I didn't know
police
if anybody
until
after the fact. We thought the police was there after they was saying they the police. We
help
thought they
us.
hadn't got the robbers.
Yeah.
But I'm not knowing I hadn't shot it out with the police. I'm thinking I didn't shot it out with the robbers. But all the while, the police start cursing us out and shit. Who the fuck? And then they made her come out, made me come out, and they start beating me. That's what I know. I had shot 2 police. You feel? Or they say I shot them. I don't know. But
Yeah,
anyway,
them police, baby, they was
You
dirty.
know,
if
it
they
was
would have
crazy,
just
man.
knocked on the door, I would have let them in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got shit. They telling people we got all these keys of heroin and keys of cocaine. We didn't have none of
this
that.
I had 2
would've
kilos
let
of
them people
heroin and
in.
an AK-47, and they need to hurry up because I'm about to go catch a flight. That what the informant said.
Damn.
So when they came in unannounced, and I had to do what I had to do because we was in fear for
We
our
didn't know
life.
who the hell it
Exactly.
She
was.
went under the bed, I went in the closet. That ain't no person that want to shoot nobody.
Exactly.
That's you in fear for your life.
Exactly.
But then when I saw the ski mag, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? I did start
It was
shooting.
time.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it just was that on that. And, 2 police officers got shot, man. And that, I ain't never intended to murder nobody. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here today because they knew that, but the police will never say that we didn't knock and announce.
Yeah.
We didn't
you know,
find no drugs.
we didn't find no drugs.
Yeah.
Man,
You
the
know,
only drugs they found was that little
that
weed.
little-
I was trying.
Tell 'em
I
about the
was in
weed.
the middle of rolling me a little blunt up. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I ain't had nothing but some residue. So when I found out it was the police after the shooting, I'm trying to eat the little residue.
That shit was so
Man, it's
funny,
two
man.
police shot. I'm worried about eating some weed that was barely even a blunt.
Then she couldn't eat it, Johnny, man. She started putting it in the
Put it in
carpet.
the carpet, rubbing it in.
Man, that shit was so. It's funny now.
It ain't nothing but some
Yeah.
residue.
But I'm coming out. I'm telling her. I'm like, I'm shot. She said, "You is." I'm like, I don't know. I'm asking you. You feel? Cause bro, ain't no
Yeah.
way. I'm supposed to
This
be.
man had
Wow.
Ain't no
sheet
way.
rock dust all over. When I tell y'all, all bullshit to the side, this was the most frightening time ever. And I'm a cancer survivor,
Yeah.
but this was the most frightening. You see what I'm saying? All you hear is the door boom kicked in and straight gunshots.
What was going through your mind though, man? Because you sitting over there in the house trying to roll up, and then next thing you know, all hell is breaking loose.
See, I knew prior to this, another situation had happened. So we already thinking that somebody is thinking it's a rapper. I'm thinking this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I got this Cash Money millionaire up in here.
Yeah.
They got some money. I'm thinking they kicking the door in. When I heard all the shots, I didn't see him. So I thought he was shot up and I was next. So if y'all can just put y'all mind right there, all I could do, I had my hands over my ears because the gunshots seemed like they never stopped. I had my eyes closed and I was taught to call on Jesus.
That's right.
You feel me?
That's right.
So I was just saying Jesus over and over and over and over. I don't know how many times I said it until it stopped.
Yeah.
You know, and then I heard them saying man down and all this. So I thought, okay, the police here to help us.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
I
I'm
thought the same
here I
thing.
go, help, we in here, help. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They tell us to come out with our hands up, make me get on the ground, put a big ass, I don't know, AK-47, whatever it is, to my head while I'm laying face down and said, bitch, if you move, we gonna blow your brains out.
My
That's
God.
what the police told me. You feel me? So,
And
some
then
you'll
when I
never
came
forget.
out the motherfucker, I'm thinking they about to start shooting again. I'll stick my hand out, man. I'm crawling on my stomach. I don't know how I made it out there.
Isn't that like a worm?
I'm like a worm. I'm like a
slithered out there.
worm. I'm like sliding. I ain't about to make no false move, bro.
Oh my
Man, the
God.
motherfuckers started beating me. They were like, man, I wish Tupac was here to see you. They were beating the shit out of me, dog. Like, why? It's like they knew I was a rapper. They motive was to come this rapper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cause that was my case, the rapper.
Yeah.
But you know, back then it wasn't social media, but they had me on the news as the rapper. Like they give you titles, the rapper. That what they had me. You know what I'm saying? On my case.
So now, how soon between that time did you find yourself in jail?
Shit.
That time.
Oh,
Now,
From that day all the way to almost 9 years later.
What?
8 months, 16 days. That's
On
when
a
I got out.
humbug, them people wasn't even supposed to be in there, but you know.
my God. So now, Manny, I know you stayed down the whole time, and that's what's so crazy about that too, because 9 years is a long time to be staying down with somebody
2
that damn near
months
got you
together.
murdered in your place.
Right.
Talk
right.
to me about that.
I thought she was
Well,
gonna leave, bro.
He did. So he was doing all kind of reckless shit, but I guess we'll get into that later. But the main reason why I stayed is because I knew what happened. I
Yeah.
knew how it played out. You know, how can I leave somebody? He in Memphis, don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? But people that don't mean them no good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's me.
The snitch nigga who told on me, but you know.
Yeah,
My
really
God.
didn't snitch.
I don't,
Really
the only
made
reason
up some
the only reason I don't bring that nigga up cause he glorified that shit right now. If I was to bring it up, he gonna put it out like that nigga
Yeah.
making money off that.
Don't even
But
say
I ain't
that.
gonna even say nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even mention the nigga because they glorify it right now. You know. It
So-
is what it is.
9 years. Two separate questions. What was going through your mind for 9 years being locked up? Because that's damn near a decade that you spent.
Bro, I ain't lying. If I didn't have this woman, man, to put up, like, cause I was a motherfucker in jail. Like, I don't deserve her. You see what I'm saying? Like,
My God.
she's a good woman. That's why I go hard for her.
Come on
Cause
now.
she a good woman. Like, bro, I was doing some shit in jail, nigga. Like,
What the hell was you doing in jail, Turk?
Man, I was doing every day. I would the same shit nigga do on the street. I just couldn't leave and come back. I was
you
Turk.
wasn't doing no drugs.
Nah, I wasn't doing no drugs. I made my mind up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, I was right. I wrote my book. You know what I'm saying? I would write my movie, documentary. I had plans on what I wanted to do when I come home. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I had to kill time in there. You know, so some things. You know, bam, bam. But you know, that's another story. You feel me?
I mean, you gonna have to give me some of that story, though, Turk. What the hell was going on?
Let me tell you this. I can tell you this. When he get out and y'all can put the pieces of the puzzle together, he denied to this day. We don't know. So, if the police kicking in the door, shooting it up, wasn't enough. When we got out, because it felt like I was in jail too.
Yeah.
Press close on it. When he got out, we in Memphis. We ride. I'm going to my sister's house. I can't remember exactly why I'm going to my sister's house. Man, it's raining. I remember it like it was yesterday. We pull in the gate because she was in some apartments at the time. You got to put the code in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put the code in. Next thing I know, I look in my side rearview mirror, and this story has never been told. Ever. I don't even think my mama know this story.
My God.
I'm looking out the side mirror. All I see is white men jumping out SUVs with button downs and khakis on.
Damn.
With guns. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It scared me all over again.
Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
That's a all
Now,
over again.
Turk had to check in probation
My
early
probation.
that day. So they had to been following us.
They had to follow us from the
from
probation.
probation.
You know.
But let me tell you why the hell they following us.
Why they following us?
They want to swab this nigga mouth. Talking about he didn't got a baby that he got in jail with somebody in jail.
Okay, now. Okay.
Never been told before. Story never been told.
wow.
Hold up. Now, first of all, Turk, you supposed to been in jail. Okay, that's number one. Number two,
man,
you in jail, and how the hell you have a whole baby while you in there?
Hey, that what they said, man. That's what they said. I don't know what they talking about. You know,
It's hoes that work in the jail too, but he denied.
Oh my God.
But you know,
I don't know. Bro, listen. I don't know what they talking about. I don't know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And you know, shit. I don't know what they talking about. Shit.
So now, first of all, when the men in white and khaki jump out of a van with guns again,
mind
and they
you,
trying
I'm pregnant.
Oh, my
big,
God.
With my twins, nerves and got shots. Just had to throw that part in.
what was going through your mind at that time, then, Imani?
I was nervous. I didn't know what they wanted. I only found out after the fact that that was the reason. When I first saw him, I just didn't know.
So
I just did not know.
when you found that out, though, that they talking about this man might have had a baby while he was in jail, and you was thinking to yourself, you supposed to be in jail. What was going through your mind then with that new news, and you pregnant with twins at the time?
Man, you know what? I just looked at it like this right here. I'll never know unless I know. He tried to deny it. I can't say I believe him or don't believe him. All I can say is I don't know. And when I know, then we'll deal with it, you know, however we deal with it. I wasn't there. I don't put it past him.
One thing I will say is that y'all been holding strong for a long time. So now, when you went on TV with Ayanla with all of this stuff, what was that experience like, being on TV on Front Street talking about what y'all really had going on at that time?
Man, now a lot of people don't like Missy Yanla, but like we had real issues and we still have real issues. You know what I'm saying? Like our life is not it's not scripted. It's gifted. You feel me? Like it's for
cold.
real, not a drill. You know, and
Boss.
for real, man. It's like, you know, I don't hide nothing, brown sugarcoat nothing. I think that get me in trouble with a lot of things because I'm outspoken. You know, and when I went on the Yanla Fix My Life, I needed my life fixed. I was institutionalized.
Yeah.
The last house we was in, man, I used to cut grass with her wig on and a hat on.
Don't want nobody
Don't want
to
nobody to know.
recognize.
And I'm staying around Indian people and stuff,
Yeah.
but I still like the jail messed me up.
Yeah.
You know, and how my whole situation, like if you go to jail, and I think if you do probably over 5 years, And then I was in a shootout 52 times. I'm still messed up. You see my circle is small like a period. You know what I'm saying? I don't roll with everybody.
Exactly.
And it just, man, when I went on hers, man, when I went on her show, you know, I was going through it. She was going through it. We fussing, we arguing, you know, and we were just trying to figure out, you know, shout out to Neffy, Keisha Cole's sister, man. Her and her husband had been on the show before us, prior to us. And I met Neffy when I came home, and I was telling Neffy, like, you know, man, everybody in the prison love you, Neffy, bam, 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 you the one, you know. And she was like, that's my daughter calling. She was like, you know, like she appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? And man, she told us about the show, and we were like, you know what? We need it. So when we went on it, Ms. Iyanla just was straightforward. And everybody that go on their show, they don't ask you to just, you know, whatever. So everybody that go on there, man, y'all already know what y'all going on. Y'all already know the question they about to ask you already know. So it is what it is, whatever, and however she do it, you know, you just be willing to answer the questions. So some things I didn't agree with her was saying, like she just was, you know, you don't know everything, you know, but I respect her as an elder, you know, because she was out of line, out of pocket, but I respect her as an elder. Yeah. But when she asked me about my daddy, bro, it brought me back to my, like, 9 years old. You know, I grew up without my daddy. I you know, my mama, so that was real tears. That wasn't no water in my eye. You know, my daddy got hit. My daddy got killed when I came home 2013. His murder unsolved right now. And when she brought me to it, she got a way where she talked to you, and she was talking. I had a mask on. Yeah. And she was talking to me, man, and it just broke me down, bro, you know. And I feel like, you know, every man cry, but every man don't show it. Yeah. Some men show it in anger. You know what I'm saying? Some men just be humble enough to just show it. Look, I'm human. Yeah. At that time, that was a breaking point to show the world, man, look, I'm human. Yes, sir. I'm tired of being hard and, you know, like, I don't cry. Every man cry. You feel me? Come on. So when it happened, I was like, man, please don't show this to the world. You heard me? Because it kick back in. I'm a man, but then I'm Turk. You know? But she like, I'm going to let you keep your dignity. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man. Then she showed it. But it was cool, though, because I think every man got in tune with that side. Like, we all have a soft side. My wife is my soft side. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she taught me how to love, taught me how to do the things that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And Ms. Iyanla just, you know, she brought it out me, man, and she helped us. Yeah. She helped us a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, well, we had to take the tools home. Can't nobody change your life unless you change it. Yeah. You know, but she gave us tools to work, and been working it, and now we strictly on. They got this thing called The Secret that we watch on Netflix, and it's the law of attraction, which is the secret. You know what I'm saying? And we watched that together, man, and that's all we've been manifesting, man. What we want in our life, because you create your own life. You know what I'm saying?
But see, right about now, it seems like y'all are having a manifestival in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I like
Come
that.
on now, that's one of my favorite words right there, manifestival. Okay.
Okay.
Man, when you was on that show, what was going through your mind when Iyanla was trying to fix y'all life?
You know, I was excited about it because when he said he was institutionalized and we was just bumping heads, I needed help. Yeah. You feel me? I didn't care who. Somebody, please. You looking at somebody that didn't, and I'm going to bring this up. He didn't want me to give my mama a can of green beans and corn.
It was the principle, bro.
Funeral, because he felt like
her daddy there, shit.
Your daddy can get on some green beans.
He go buy some green beans. What you want my green beans?
That's the institutionalization.
Man, it was like, listen, hold on, let me make you understand. Nah, it wasn't the green beans. It was the thing that why she come and get our food when she got her husband in the home to go get what she need. You feel
see what
me?
I'm saying? No, I was going to the store to get the big kind. But I wouldn't give a damn if that was big as this building. It's green beans and corn for somebody's funeral.
But they can go buy their own green beans and corn for the funeral. But I ain't like that no more, though. You know,
no, he not like that no more. But y'all know, in jail, you like, what's mine is mine, and don't touch my shit. So he was still kind of like that. Yeah. You know, so I needed some type of help.
It was the principle,
we went there,
everything, bro.
And she did break down some doors because in jail. He went through a lot. He went through the death of not only his little brother, you know what I'm saying, his one of his best friends, you know, and he in jail. He can't get out to do this, and then he get out of jail, lose his daddy before he can even see his daddy. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot. A lot of people look at me because Turk, he is special. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He is special, and it take a special type of person to deal with somebody. You got to have a very deep level of understanding to handle. You know what I'm saying? And I think I got it a little bit under control, but you know, sometimes he still kind of rants and raves, and nobody knows him but me. So I don't look at what people say. You can't judge me. You know, you can try to, but it don't affect me none. You know, I
feel that.
So it just is what it is. It helped fix my life, helped then, but it's still stuff that you have to practice on your own. Yeah. And I think now we're finally walking into some type of peaceful, you know, joyful, you
Come
know.
on.
We getting into that now.
Exactly.
We having a manifestival.
Facts.
You feel
Turk.
Yeah.
When your dad passed and your little brother passed, man, how did you deal with those losses, man?
Man, you don't deal with it, man. You just tolerate it, man. And it's like, you know, every day. That's an everyday thing. You gonna think about it, you know. And it was a lot of anger, like, you know, it was a lot of anger, man. And I just had to just forgive some people, bro, because they died off the hands of somebody else selfishness. You feel me? Like, somebody took their life. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you want revenge. You know what I'm saying? I do. You know, I did. You feel me? But you know, you just, in order for your life to move forward, now I had to think about my family. If I go try to get revenge, whether I conspire to do it or do it myself, you know what I'm saying, it's taken away from my wife and my kids. So a lot of things that I do, man, a lot of y'all spared, man. A lot of y'all. And y'all need to thank my kids and my wife, you feel me? Yeah. Because I will, you know, but I have something to live for, and I don't live selfish because of them, you know what I'm saying? And I think every man get to that point, you know what I'm saying, where they like, man, I'm making everything. I don't do things for my name. I do it for my last name. They got my last name, so that's my family, you feel me? So, yeah, that's why I'm at with it.
So now y'all was in Memphis doing y'all thing back together after you done served that damn time. What was life like at that time, touching back down as a family and getting back together? And then you got them twins on the damn way.
Well, I was happy, of course, because all this time.
You weren't happy you got them twins?
No, we ain't got to that part yet. He said when you touch down and y'all get back together. So
I knew
he
she-
get out.
I knew she
Y'all
was
know
having
I'm
twins,
ready
though.
to travel. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to live it up. You know, we did all this hard time. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
But now he ready to have some babies.
Nah, I
Do
just
you
was ready to
feel me?
have some sex that made some babies. You know?
Oh well, yeah, you was definitely ready to have some of that. So,
What you think? I was backed up. What you better be looking at tripling and quadrupling.
Turk went out a good month before I was pregnant. He
And
got
that's our
out in
first
November.
baby,
I was
man.
pregnant in
Twin.
December. No, he got out in October. I was pregnant by December. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I was already upset because I did not want to be pregnant. I felt like I ain't lived my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to the fullest. So I go to the doctor, and the lady looking at my stomach, and she was like, either your baby got two heads
And
or you
I'm
having
thinking some
twins,
crazy.
girl.
She said two heads. I'm thinking Siamese twins. You hear me? Like, oh man, I got nervous. You feel me?
Man, that lady told me I was having twins.
She
I cried. I was sad.
I was happy. I said, I told you.
Because I was nervous.
I told
Yep,
you.
he spoke them twins.
Bro, I told
But
people when I came home, you know, you speak it, I was like, man, I'm about to go home and make twins.
Ooh.
I told my dudes that.
Yeah.
And I was telling her she gonna have twins before she had them. And we went to the doctor, man. I said, I told you.
Yep.
Crazy.
I said, I told you I get what I want. That's exactly what I said. I told you.
What was it that made y'all decide to bring the game down here to the A? Because, see, I had been talking to Turk for a minute, and he wasn't budging for a long-ass time. So what was it that got y'all up out of there? Exactly.
I've been trying to come.
Man, it just was like all the opportunities that was coming our way transpired from here, you know.
Yep.
Being in Memphis, man, you know, that's her family, and I believe that's the reason why we stayed, because they so family oriented.
Yeah.
You know, and but my family in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, look, I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go.
Yeah.
So like when the coronavirus came, you know what I'm saying? When that came, Lyris, you feel me? When that came, it was like we had time to sit back, and we actually had to be in one of our condos, and we were bunched up. So I think that was like the pressure to make us, man, we need to, cause now we in a 5-bedroom, so we moved out. Like we got a lot of we didn't get in a mansion, we got an expansion. You feel me? Yeah, cause the mansion is when you could buy it 10 times, and I could get the mansion.
Exactly.
You feel me? Just the expansion. You feel me?
Yeah.
The mansion on his way, but
Facts.
you know we was able to you know, make that work, man, and it made sense. And when we got here, we've been working ever since. Our main thing, we have a plan, and we sticking to that plan. If you fail a plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
Like, we not doing nothing. Nothing that we are doing is not planned. Everything that we do while we here is planned. So we not gonna fail. You feel me?
When
And
y'all
we executing.
When y'all touched down in the A, what was that like coming down here? But then y'all came down in the middle of a damn pandemic, so it wasn't the same thing. But then you realized that you was in the A when this thing opened back up.
The A don't close down.
Exactly.
Period.
The A don't close down. Ain't no hey, if you won't play, come to the A, man. Ain't nothing shut down. I'ma expose it.
What was
You
it
get
like
money
being
out
able
here,
to
man.
network and having all of these folks at your fingertips though now?
It's easy
Wonderful.
because it's like I done built relationships, and everything is built on relationships. So I built a lot of relationships out here in the A, you know what I'm saying? And the streets love me out here. You know, all the executives love me out here. Who could blackmail me? Who could blackball me? They can't do it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got relationships, the same relationship that they got over here, over there, I got it out here now.
Facts.
So now y'all got to come here. And I didn't build a relationship here. So y'all might got to come through me.
Ooh.
You feel me?
Ooh.
And because you know, you know, if you're a spiritual person, that's the same thing that with Joseph, the Joseph story. His brother sold him into slavery, and they wound up having to come to him, and he told him the devil meant it for bad, but God meant it for good.
Exactly.
He spared y'all life by making me go ahead of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So the ones who first will be last, and the ones who last will be first. You know, and I just feel like everything, bro, is based on relationships, bro. And a lot of these dudes got big heads, and a lot of people don't want to deal with them. And I stayed humble. You know what I'm saying? So they got to come back and see me.
Come on now. Money, what has it been like for you maneuvering in this A?
You know what? I've been loving it. I have. It's challenging sometimes when you don't really know anybody, and I got my twins, so we still have to be back and forth.
She don't know nobody, but I know everybody.
But he know everybody. You ain't know nobody that's gonna watch my children.
That's the only thing.
So we have to go back and forth to Memphis a lot, which is fine. It's not too far away, but I love it. Like he said, it's just the accessibility of it all, you know, and being able to move and shake. And for some reason, I feel like I've been getting more support here.
I
Like
love
I had
it,
my
bro.
video shoot.
Yeah.
People from out of nowhere came. You know, I'm just feeling a whole lot of love because I've been doing this for a long time too. You know, had the other party, the video party. People was there. And
She been
like
having
I
a
said, I don't know
success.
nobody out here, so I think it's, you know.
The love that people had for me, it is kind of like transferring to her, and I think that's how it should be. You know, if y'all mess with me and I love something, and this part of me mess with that the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, I appreciate you when I reach out to you.
You know I'm
it's
here
like
for
it's
it.
open arms.
Yeah.
You feel me? And same with Johnny. That's a relationship that I built. You know what I'm saying? It's open arms. You know, and everybody that I'm dealing with, man, that's why it's so. She talented. But without the relationships, the talent only goes so far.
Those are facts
And
too.
see, that's what I had, the talent without the relationship, because I was blackmailed. So if you blackmail, she always correct me. But y'all know I'm from New Orleans, we say anything. Blackball. So if you blackball or try to blackball her, you're a hater because you don't even know her. You feel me?
How the hell did you find yourself blackballed though, Turk?
Because, bro, it's like a lot of these dudes are Uber dick riders, man. That's what I call them. And when they see you not messing with a certain group of people, not because of something you did, but because it's the best move for you. They be thinking that well, he ain't over here and I'm still over here. I don't want to mess this relationship up, even though they know it's bad for them, but they finessing.
Yeah.
So they like, until the finesse run out, I'ma pretend over here.
Yeah.
I could be being real. They love you when you fake and they hate you when you real, bro. That's just how this industry is. You feel me? So now social media stuff like Clubhouse, Up Live, Bigo, all these different things have even the playing field. So now you could go around the world at a click of a button and make the same moves that they try to stop. I'm making the same moves they making now. And guess what? They moves and shut down some of them. They got to come. Bro, I done made it to where they got to come through me. I'm the agent now.
Come on now.
They got to come through me. And God made it that way. Like, I give all glory to God, bro. Like, he put me in a position where it's this, I'm saying this humble. You know what I'm saying? They got to come through me. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And I always say that that's how it was going to happen. You know? But when they come, I'm open armed because that's the type of person I am. Yeah, you did what you did. You ain't know no better.
Yeah.
They gonna eat you up though.
Come on now.
They gonna eat you up because I ain't gonna treat you like you treated me. You feel me? Because I want my blessings. I know
we need them.
I know if I can't let you take away my blessings from me getting revenge on you.
Exactly.
You feel me? I gotta open my, bro. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all don't. It don't take no rocket science. Y'all see what's going on, man. Ain't nothing been right, man, since they went wrong, man.
Talk to me about y'all creative process though, man. When y'all getting in that studio and recording, how y'all coming up with these bangers?
Man, it's easy, bro, because like I say, Imani been doing her thing, and yeah, she write herself. You know, she write herself, bro. Like I'm talking about Imani write a verse. Like she just did a feature. Somebody paid her for a feature the other day, and she wrote it in 10 minutes. And I wanted them to see that.
And then I went in there and recorded one take.
Yeah,
Don't
one
let
take.
me- I really
One
do
take.
these.
Matter of fact, I posted
know.
on my gram. Like she do this. A lot of people say she better than you, Turk. It's perfect. She's supposed to. You feel me? She's supposed to. Anything other than me, man, they bad. You feel me? Because you got to step your game up. You can't be not better than me, and I'm a living legend.
Come on.
She's just another legend in the making. That's it.
Exactly.
You feel me? So they think they be saying stuff like that to discourage me. I'm the husbander.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm just saying, like, I appreciate y'all for acknowledging that.
Exactly.
The money come the same place. We don't
Every time.
We don't say how much money over here. We just spend. It's ours.
Exactly.
You feel me? So they don't
It's
understand.
ours.
It's ours.
Keep that in mind.
But I still need you to transfer. You know what I'm saying?
I need to keep that. I really
Hey,
don't
she
want
always
to
have her
transfer.
hand out like, man, look, you
Nah.
got money. Then, look, I just spent some money just now. Then I saw her one in her purse and pull out the same exact what I spent. I ain't say nothing. Then I just say, man, you need to transfer my money.
See what I'm saying?
And she be buzzing. You know how to women. You Johnny, you know how
I
they
already
be.
know.
But then my
I
wife,
know how to
Exactly.
transfer
like
money.
you know, it ain't about the money ain't no issue
It's
with me and my
ours.
wife. It's ours for real. But hers is hers though, for real. Women, y'all know how them women be, man. Y'all
Let me
know-
get back in here though,
Yeah.
man. But y'all being married and being able to hold each other down the whole time. What is it like having your partner with you, going out here doing interviews, doing clubs, going into the studio and just making moves?
Man, that feel good because if don't nobody got my back, he got my back.
Come on.
And if don't nobody got his, I got his.
Exactly.
I'm watching.
And we been like, bro, you know what?
I'm watching.
We
Who is
been
that?
like that. This girl was 7 to 8 months pregnant. We was coming from what, Texas or something?
Somewhere, man.
I couldn't
ain't
drive.
twins.
I was a convicted felon, so I couldn't get behind
He
the wheel
hadn't
and take
had
no
his- got his
chance.
license
But I was
yet.
able to drive. I was able to travel.
Yeah.
At one time, it was just me and her renting an SUV. Bruh, one time she drove from Houston. It was Houston?
We drove along.
Bruh, her feet had them swole up so big,
damn
bruh.
big.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like,
but on
oh
the
my
road,
God.
like we traveled all the way up to 8 months, bruh. Like we were gonna get the bag.
Yeah.
And she was with me with them twins. It was us four. And I got people in every city, so I make my entourage, man. I'm meeting with this dude,
Yeah.
I need my dude, so they coming out and they security. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I don't gotta travel with y'all.
Facts.
I'm just paying our way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They already there.
Exactly.
They want to come to the show. You feel me? Hey man, listen man, they already on perm. Anywhere I go, man, I'm good. Anywhere I go, I'm good. I'm
Exactly.
certified, verified, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got no beef with nobody. Anybody that hate, man, they just hating because they either want to beat me or I ain't give them something.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? It's just simple as that. You know, I don't got no problem with nobody, man. I'm gonna speak my mind. I ain't gonna bite my tongue because it hurt. You feel me? But man, he might have been rolling, man, since before the prison sentence.
Yeah.
After the prison sentence, and right now, you know, it's this ain't nothing new to us.
Johnny, having these two superstars on deck and maneuvering again. I mean, what's going on with you? Because you stay busy.
Stay busy, you know. But I just had to make time for, you know, for what it was, you know. Everything checked out. I mean, it's no denying it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see this man and his wife get their just due. You know, they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? He's a humble person. She's a humble person. And they deserve it.
Exactly.
So, you know, we about to make it happen. And it ain't no stopping. It ain't no failing. And we definitely going to, and I could tell it's a difference this time because we first of all, he down here and we staying in touch and we already making moves. Like moves already being made, money already being made, so it's already being talked into existence. So it's just a matter of time before the, you know what I'm saying, the real big bad come.
Thanks.
Bro, we working 7 days a week. Like I say, it's a plan, it's a strategy.
Yeah.
Johnny even putting it together. Look, we got this going on. I'm putting it, look, we got this going on. And we on a group text.
Exactly.
You feel me? And I don't have to remind him, and he'll have to remind me. I'm 5 minutes away. And that's what I love about Johnny. I was telling my wife that, I said, man, Johnny rolling with it, but I ain't call that nigga and remind him.
Yeah.
Because believing in my wife like I believe in her, that's special to me.
Exactly.
You know, same with the people behind the scenes. You know, they behind the scenes, but you know, it's a lot of people, man, that's behind the scenes that don't like to be on the scenes that make this team grow. Yeah. And people got to understand that you can't do things on your own. We not doing this on our own, you know, but everything is being driven off of us not procrastinating and being definite, having plans, you know, like everybody else is being a part of it, you know, but we all are beneficial. Ain't no big eye, no little U's, because everybody is beneficial, man.
Thanks.
Everybody.
Now, I know y'all shooting a documentary as well.
Yeah, 52 Bullets, man. You know, I've been contemplating on that for a minute. Person that I had was the person that I ain't need. I came right to the A and found the person that was supposed to be.
Exactly.
With the same energy, the law of attraction.
Exactly.
Shout out to Moses, man. He
what
here
up,
right
Mo?
now. He gonna split the Red Sea, and y'all he behind the scene.
Come on now.
Y'all don't see him, but
exactly.
he
here working.
Feel me? So it's like stuff like that, bro. You know. And he was at the other event. He was at the concert.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even know. He said, man, you know that was my monitors all over. Yeah. He sent me the footage. I ain't know.
Attraction. I'm trying to just see it unfolding.
I ain't even know. So it's like I'm about to start casting for Reckless, which is the movie. We looking for the young Turk, the middle Turk, and the shootout Turk. You know what I'm saying? We gonna start casting in the A, so y'all stay tuned for that. You know, we got the reality TV show. We got some shows that with networks that, you know, when you get the networks, you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of things we have turned down, we have revisit because we're in a better position and we in a better place right now. Yeah. You know where we at. But man, we working, man. But right now it's all about Imani, man. Bitch You Cap, single dropping on the 12th. Video done, you know what I'm saying? We got the show next week on the 12th out here in the A.
Yes, sir.
You know. This week on the 12th. Yeah, this week on the 12th, you know.
2 days.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. So, you know, we just had the show with Rick Ross, Trina, Trick Daddy, City Girls. You know, Imani, that was our first big show. Ooh. That's our first show. It was big.
That was my first time performing Bitch You Cap.
Talk to me, Imani. How was that when you hit that stage? You on there with some big artists.
Big artists.
What's happening?
I ain't had no shit like that when I came out. She did though, you know.
You know what? To see myself on a flyer with, you know, Trina, City Girls, Rick Ross, Trick Daddy. I'm like, Turk. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
And she a fan. She a fan. Okay. Matter of fact, she a fan of Trina. And in the Bitch You Cap, she make reference of Trina. I don't know if Trina caught it, but I'd love to see Trina on that remix, Johnny.
Yeah.
We might get on that. That's easy. We gonna make that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard.
She made reference to Trina on there. So she loved Trina. Like Trina and Eve are her favorite female rappers.
I can dig it. Lastly, how can these folks contact y'all? And is there anything else y'all need to get off y'all chest before we get up out of here?
You know, man, they can contact me on social media everywhere. Hot Boy Turk _32 on Instagram. Hot Boy Turk 32 on Twitter. Y'all already know y'all trying to book us. Johnny Cabell is the only person. I don't care who they say and what they say. If they mention my mama, if y'all ain't going through Johnny Cabell for me and Imani, hey man, you're getting scammed straight like that. You feel me? Imani, what's up?
Well, y'all can follow me everywhere also at eMoney. It's EMANI _made woman on Instagram, on Twitter, on everywhere. I want to shout out you know, Turk and Johnny and Moses and Scrap, you know, everybody that's just been genuinely supportive. I want to shout out Diamond Keyshawn, Willa, you know,
Beezy, the video
Beezy who shot the video, you know, everybody that's just, you know,
the whole Memphis and New Orleans and the Atlanta, man.
Exactly. I want to shout out my Bigo family. What's up, Super Teams? Because a lot of y'all come through to my events, and I appreciate y'all. YNT family, I appreciate y'all. Y'all come through. Like, I got 2 families on Bigo. You know what I'm saying? I got love from, well, I got a few, but I got a real solid love and solid team with those, and y'all can check that app out.
And anybody that's trying to get paid, I know it's a pandemic, man. Listen, man, holla at me on my Instagram, hotboyturk _32. Or holla at Imani, you know, and we could put y'all down, man. I'm an agency, you know. She's a host and she's a founder of a family, co-founder. I'm a founder of a family. Like, it's hard right now. And for a person that could be able to make $40,000 a month just going live, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't withhold that information from nobody, and it's working for me. Like, you can't stop me from making my money. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? I get my blessing by telling you this now. It's up to you if you do it. I didn't believe it until I did it. So I'm telling everybody, bro, everybody don't believe it though. You know, but what I got to gain from it.
Come on.
You know, so, you know, man, listen, man, and you don't have to be a celebrity to get it. You know, that's the thing. That's the good thing about it. It's an even playing field with social media now. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you're not utilizing it. If you're not utilizing your social media the right way, I get paid on everything I go live on. Everything. When you see me live, I don't care what it is, I'm getting paid.
Come on now.
Facts over feelings.
Johnny.
And you can follow me at Johnny Cabell on IG and Facebook. My Twitter is JCHAH, but IG and Facebook, you spell it JOHNNIECABBELL. And like they said, like you ain't heard it from the horse's mouth, if you ain't coming through Johnny Cabell, it ain't happening.
Period.
Period. So you know what I'm saying? Just hit me up. We got a lot of stuff in the making. We got shows coming up, shows we doing now, but we ready to get out there and hit the road. So definitely get at me.
We even doing virtual shows, like it don't stop.
Ooh.
Virtual shows, that's the new game.
Talk to me.
Hey, Versus ain't the only one doing those battles.
Yeah.
We doing shows like that. You know what I'm talking about? Holla.
Come on now.
Yep.
Johnny, Turk, Imani, appreciate y'all coming through this
Appreciate
thing as
you,
always, man.
Beehive.
Radio
Hey,
Shout
I
It.
just want to say, man, we appreciate you because you were the first one that interviewed Imani, man. Authentic, like. I appreciate you, bro.
Man, you know I was here for that though, Turk. We had to do that. We had to do that. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We go.